that was the line where black people could go whatever their progress would be right in that area. I am definitely speechless. This is the happiest time of my life.
Man, amen.
And as you were talking, the different ones were speaking. And while I looked over the audience, I said, dear God, let me live that we may be able, with the help of these beautiful people and others, to continue to serve your people in order that they may have a legacy to continue to give to somebody else. Amen. Thank you so much.
Now, I've been trying to figure out how many nights I slept there. And I figure that if I put up $100 a night for every night I slept at your house, it would be substantial. In fact, I don't know where I'm going to get the money from now, but if you need it, it'll be there. And the money will not be the problem. The problem has been us not focusing on this wonderful woman. And I thank Dr. Brown, Brother Brown, and the Gateway Foundation for doing this. Let me say one other thing. Oprah Winfrey called me because they're trying to do something on Selma. And they sent a script, and they were trying to put Oprah in Selma in a part that did not exist. And I said, wait a minute. If Oprah's going to do anything with Selma, it's got to be around Amelia Boynton. And we still arguing about it. But the issue here is that not only did Ms. Boynton invite SNCC, but a few years later, she came with Miss Foster and Reverend Reese and the Baptist preacher, Anderson. And we had just come back from the Nobel Prize and had met with Lyndon Johnson. And we listened to Lyndon Johnson for over an hour tell us that he could not introduce a voting rights bill in 1965. When we left the White House, Dr. King said, the president doesn't have the power to have a voting rights bill. We got to find some way to help him. It wasn't a week after we got back before this young lady showed up and said, you all have to come to Selma. And we went to Selma on the 2nd of January 1965. And by the end of July, we had a Voting Rights Act. And so everything you said here, you just scratched the surface. Now, we have to realize that just because we got a Voting Rights Act in 1965 doesn't mean we're going to stay free. And that we have an election coming up here, which I think is more like 1876. 1876 was when the federal government left the South and turned us over to the Ku Klux Klan. Now, I think if Barack Obama does not keep control of the Congress in November, we're going to start back to those old days. And I don't know about you, but I have no intention of going back.
Amen.
One of the best ways to go forward is to remember how we got where we are.
That's right.
And thank you, Ms. Boynton. You have to do one more thing for me. we've got to make it to 100. 99 and a half won't do. And we're going to have, and let's make all of us here, let's make a pledge that we will meet at the White House for the 100.